Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and Creative Assembly have just updated their known issues list. This is something that happens on a regular basis, but we now know more or less what fixes we should expect in Update 4.0, so we're going to talk about that as a bunch of them, well, need to be fixed. A bunch of them aren't that important, but yeah, let's see. So the list can be found on screen right now. I'll also have a link to it in the description below. So there's a few things to talk about, and I will say I will sound a little bit jaded for certain things because they should have been fixed on launch of the game. But yeah, let's talk. FPS drops on cafe, terrace, farming / field maps is to be fixed. So yeah, the rice fields and so on, which have been a laggy mess since the launch of Warhammer 3 a year and a half ago. Hopefully it actually gets fixed. It's just one of these things which does annoy me because I try to avoid cafe as much as possible. Those maps are not fun to play in. I mean, I guess they're making a priority because now we have a cafe lord, but yeah, not ideal. Harold Hammerstorm can unlock Indomitable skill, but is already unbreakable, okay. When confederating Bretonnian factions, upkeep for questing knights goes to 0 if Lord has Knight's Vow. Yeah, it's a little bit broken. Complications with Ariel spawning if you are beaten to rebirth by another Wood Elf faction. Yeah, this unfortunately has been, I think, the second or third time that's been mentioned in a patch note, so hopefully it actually gets fixed this time. Rapunzel's missing her unique mount model, again mentioned in previous patches. Some of Harry the Hammer's abilities show placeholder text. Don't know how that went through. Snotlim pump wagons do oversized damage. They are very, very strong right now. I've seen a lot of multiplayer YouTubers complain that they're just way too powerful. New regiments of renown units don't have unit caps. Yeah, you see, I wasn't going insane. That was something that I saw in a stream and everyone's like, no, that's always been the thing. No. Okay. Nakai can't recruit Croxicors and other units. This is something which is annoying. I can't believe we've had to wait a full patch, about what, 3-4 months at this point, for this, where can't a hotfix fix that? It's a DLC lord. It's something that is paid for, so you would assume that hotfixes would come in. Anyways, Damsel's progressions for vows is not advancing as intended. Yep. Didn't get tested, I guess, before launch. Sorry, I'm not trying to sound negative here, but the fact is a new feature that doesn't work at launch kind of proves that there's no testing. Von Karstein Blade not being rewarded to caravans, finishing at Castle Drakenhof. Never seen that before, but obviously if it's being reported here, it's an issue that has been reported by many people. Bloated corpses exploding randomly at the start of the battle. Yeah, I thought I was going insane with that too. It's good to see that this is actually a bug, because I mentioned it a few times and people kept thinking I was going insane. So yeah, okay. Free Company no longer appear to have their weapons in combat. Wouldn't say that's an important thing, but okay. Crone Hellebron Death Knight missions not triggering. Yes, that's something that I've seen recently. I've been actually trying to play a campaign with her, and then when that happened, I was like, well, there's no point playing a campaign. In domination battles, units with both Frenzy and Unbreakable lose Frenzy when summoned as reinforcements. Kind of curious that happens, considering that CA seem to give more attention to a PvP mode than an actual campaign mode. Heroes can get stuck in an attacking army and cannot move. Yeah, absolutely frustrating. Had this a few times. It's kind of why I'm not streaming so much Total War lately, because it's not ideal, especially when you're relying on certain heroes to protect certain lords or their damage dealers and stuff. When defending Zana Grund, wall towers are not controllable and do not fire. Yep, bit of an issue there. Gatehouses on Zana Grund can be attacked, leading to units being crushed. I'm assuming they mean the actual physical building and not the gate itself, so yeah, okay. I mean, you'd still expect to be able to break them, considering that it's a... it's a building, but okay. Ungram's ability, Journey's End, not working. Not seen Ungram in a while, to be honest, not played him in a while. Ranged battle AI is sometimes passive. Yes, it's becoming more passive than usual, where I've been able to actually charge directly with a full army of Orc Bull Boys, and yeah, they didn't get shot. They still didn't get shot afterwards when the unit started disengaging and stuff. It's kind of weird. Thoric Ironbrow appears distorted in battle. I am really curious on how certain things are breaking like that. There's a bunch of skin issues and so on, which I don't understand. If they were working perfectly fine before, why are they distorted now? Units on Zufbar map appear to be floating. Yes, there is an invisible wall in certain maps. It's not just a Zufbar map, but I guess they're going to fix that up because you can actually climb on it and fire down. It gives you an unfair advantage, or the enemy an unfair advantage. It's super, super weird. Soft lock when using the Hellforge tutorial. Yep, seen that myself. Skinning issues with Centaur units. Again, skinning issues, I don't understand why they're happening more now. Support religious errantry not working for Bretonnians. Again, a lot of issues happen for Bretonia for their, well, second rework, I think. It's not great. Various technology tree oversights. Yes, a bunch of tech trees don't update units as they should. They don't buff up stuff as they should. It needs to be sorted. Champions of Chaos cannot upgrade demons using warband upgrades. Yes, another big issue. Something which, has been from the Chaos Dwarfs, I think, right? It looks like that patch did a lot more damage than anything. Frog is not immune to Kislev Winter and Everest Mist attrition. Okay, yes, stuff that needs to be fixed up because his faction's supposed to be immune to everything. Teal visual effect on Glade Captain Bow disappears when she is firing. Okay, AI moves just outside of player range. Yeah, big issue when you're trying to get in there, when you've calculated, and it just somehow disappears into the fog of war, essentially. It's not great. It's not great. So hopefully that does get fixed. Ambush battles do not properly start with army full of stalk units as AI cannot attack them. No, weird. Never seen that bug before, but it's kind of funny. And finally, sometimes ranged units begin running into melee after running out of ammo with guard mode on. I would like to actually mention that sometimes units go running into melee even with guard mode on. So the ranged units will just charge in regardless of the fact that they have ammo or not. So yeah, definitely something that needs to get fixed. So I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. It definitely feels like this isn't really going to be a really big patch. It's not that large, and it's kind of annoying considering that, let's be honest, unless proven otherwise, we're likely going to get a bunch more bugs coming in with 4.0, so I'm just hoping that things go well. And that's not the case. I'm definitely hoping that this isn't all the stuff that's going to get fixed in patch 4.0. It's usually the case where it's just a lot of multiplayer balancing. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't really care about multiplayer. It's not my type of thing. Yes, they should keep things balanced, but this is why a second team should be there. They shouldn't really have the campaign people doing multiplayer stuff and the multiplayer people doing campaign stuff. This is why we end up with a bunch of bugs left, right, and center. And yeah, it's not ideal for everyone. So yeah, this needs to be fixed. This definitely needs to be fixed. Especially when the other issues they're aware of is quite a large list. Obviously, we shouldn't expect anything being fixed here, because that's likely going to be moved to 4.1 or, I don't know, 5.0. We're expecting patches. It's just kind of bizarre to me that we're getting more issues with more consistent patching. I don't know if that's supposed to make sense. I'm not a person that works in game development and stuff, but it definitely sounds a lot more confusing to me. Again, I'm not trying to sound negative, but I want this game to do well, and I don't know, this stuff just kind of disheartens me a little bit. Obviously, you guys who watch this channel regularly know how much Warhammer Fantasy means to me, and something like this is just not ideal. But, I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We'll start a bit of a discussion. I'm trying to get this video out sooner than later because I'm going to be honest with you, I just want to go outside. It's very hot here, there's a heat wave. I want to go to the beach. So, yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Have a good day.